Hey, what is going on, everybody? Well, we are back for another video today, and today we're actually going to be setting up a new system in a plastic tub in order to rescue, well, honestly, it's a deformed arowana, and we're going to see that here in a little while. So I've already arranged for the fish to be kept where it's at currently while I get this system set up and cycled. So with that, let's go ahead and get into this today. Let's go ahead and get this system set up so we can go rescue this fish. We are going to start by washing out some of this pea gravel because this will be our base level of substrate, which is just a simple little setup. It's only temporary because this guy will actually be going into something much better later on. But we can't talk about that right now because that's coming up on a later video. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and rinse out all of this dirt and debris off of this rock. So we're going to start with this 70-gallon plastic tub. We're just going to lay some substrate right down here in the bottom. Nothing crazy, just want a little contrast for the bucket itself, just because it is a black tub. And now, let's go ahead and get this thing filled up with water, dechlorinated. One of the things I want to do is make sure that there's plenty of movement in this water. So I'm going to actually add a small little wave maker to this. I'm going to put this right down here. It'll be perfectly fine. It'll help the water circulate around this tub, making it into the filtration, which is coming next. And we're just going to be using a standard sponge filter for this setup. Like I said, this will be completely temporary. Now we'll be using some pre-cycled filter media. So for right now, we're just going to get this thing going because we have to dechlorinate this water. Particular sponge filter will do up to 70 gallons, which is good. All right, guys, well, I went ahead and put a heater in here because we definitely want to make sure this water is nice and warm for this arowana. We're going to go ahead and dechlorinate this, and we're going to use some of our favorite API stress coat. Plus, now this is pond stress coat, but I'm using this because it's super concentrated and I have to use minimal amounts for 70 gallons. The water has now been dechlorinated, guys. So the next step is we need to go ahead and get some pre-cycled filter media in here, which we're gonna do in just a moment. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and drop some of this wonderful Christmas moss in here. This stuff is full of beneficial bacteria. It's from a different setup, and you can see this as I put it in the water and squeeze it. See all that? That is all bacteria that's in here. So we're just gonna drop this in here and let it float. It will eventually sink and find a spot to grow. I'm going to drop some more of this in here. All right, guys, well, we put some tetras in here from another setup just to keep the bio load up in this setup. It is fully cycled. Everything is good. We've got the heater going. The water's moving. We're gonna let this sit and make sure that it is fully cycled before we put our arowana in here. So I will see you guys back here in a couple of days. All right, guys, well, we are here to pick up this little deformed arowana. We're gonna go take a look at it right now. And you know, the thing is most of these fish that are deformed, or they're born with only one eye or no eyes or anything like that, well, most of the times pet stores won't take them. They don't buy them to be able to sell. And that's where I come in, because I like to rescue this stuff and give it a nice life. So let's get in here and look at this thing. Look at this thing. Look at the big notch out of its stomach. That is so crazy. I mean, it looks like it was made that way. Definitely not. Something ate it. It's deformed, but it's unsellable. So we're gonna give it a nice home and see what it grows into. Let's get this thing home. Well, here is our, oh, hey, settle down. Here's our little arowana. with his little notch in his side. We're gonna take a closer look at this once we get him in the water. But let's go ahead and get this guy acclimated so we can take a closer look. We're gonna start by just simply temperature acclimating this guy by floating him in this water. This water's not overly warm. Slowly bringing up the temperature using that heater right there. So let's just let this guy sit here, fully acclimate, and then we'll get him in this water. Alright guys, well that thing is in there. I'm going to need a name down below. And for right now, we're going to use this little cover right here to cover this tub because arowanas are notorious jumpers and I do not want this thing to jump out. So we're going to sit that right there, which will keep him in there and contained for sure. See that dude right there, but we got a fantastic epic new home for that guy, which will be very soon, guys. Very soon he will go into his brand new setup. Alright guys, well hopefully you went on to enjoy this video and you are enjoying the content. Make sure you drop a comment down below and let me know a name we should give this little deformed arowana. As well as make sure you visit freshwaterscrub.com and use the code arowana for 10% off all of your plants, all of your merchandise. If you want some Christopher Scott merch, some sponge filters, whatever it may be, get 10% off with the code arowana. As well as visit us on Facebook and Instagram. Links to both are down below. With that guys, I am truly grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for coming back and watching my content. Also, if you have any video ideas, things that you guys would like to see, this channel is for you guys. So if there's something you want to see, let me know down below and I'll make sure that I look into doing something like that. But with that guys, thank you very much and hey, we will see you next time.